Remember the day when cafeterias were opened and squash croquettes was one of the favorite things on the line. So come with me and I'm going to show you how to make them. It's an old recipe back when Morrison's and Pioneer Cafeteria were open. They would serve these squash croquettes. And so my husband loves them. He hasn't had them in a long time, so he wanted me to recreate them. I took 2 pounds of squash and I washed them, cut them up, boiled them. I boiled them until they're tender, you know, not mushy, but tender. And then I had to put them, I let them cool. I put them in this colander, and then I put them in the refrigerator for 3 hours to drain, and that's how much they drain. Squash has a lot of water. We're gonna put that there. And I've melted a stick of margarine. We're gonna get that heated up. 1 cup of onion, I've chopped it up to small pieces. We're going to get that sauteing. Put a little salt, probably a half a teaspoon of salt. Half a teaspoon of pepper. We're going to let that get a little tender. I got 4 eggs that I've cracked in here. It's 4 eggs. And I've got a half a teaspoon of sugar, a half a teaspoon of black pepper, half a tablespoon of salt, and I put it in this little bowl, and we're going to scatter it all over there. A cup of butter I've melted. We're going to pour that in there. I've got 2 cups of white breadcrumbs and 1 cup of cornbread crumbs. We're going to put that in there. Get these sauteed. We're going to deep fry these croquettes. So I'm going to pour some oil in a deep skillet, or if you have a fryer, you could use that. While my onions are cooling off just a tad bit, I'm going to mix this up. They say to use a number 12 ice cream scoop. I think I have one. It's about this big. So we're going to try this. And then we're going to shape them into little torpedoes. And then we're going to roll them in white breadcrumbs. Get your oil about 350. I'm going to add the onions. I got my heat up to 350. And I'm making these little football croquettes, dropping them in the oil. I added some cornbread crumbs to the crumb mixture. I started using this ice cream scoop because it's smaller, because the other one was making way too big thing. And this batch, I think I would cut it in half. Instead of 2 pounds of squash, I'd use 1, because it makes a lot of this. The squash is hot out of the fryer, and as you can see, they're golden brown. I made them just a little bit smaller. I went with a smaller scoop, because them things were large. It makes a lot because this is only half of it, so we're gonna put in the description half the recipe and the original recipe for, you know, large and small families. And I've made a few tweaks to it, so I'll put that in the description. So I hope you try them and you like them, and leave a comment in the comments. Check out my Etsy store for Aunt Sandy's merchandise. Thank you for watching my videos, and as always, God bless.